Hi everyone, hi Mom. Okay, I'm sitting here working on my latest journal, obviously, gonna be steampunk. And I messed up. I had printed out my big tags and I forgot to print on the back and I'd cut them. And I thought, uh-oh, because I have an inkjet printer, and inkjet printers generally do not, if you get the ink wet, it will run. And I guarantee you mine will run. So for those of you who are going to ask me, I have a Hewlett-Packard 7640, I believe is the number of it. And I'm on the ink program with Hewlett-Packard. I've talked about this lots of times, but I can't tell you enough. It's the best thing I ever did. Anyways, that's not what this video is. What I wanted to show you was my experiment. So I'm going to work along with you for this experiment. So I tea stained the back of this at my desk with my sprayer, and it did not run my ink at all. Now these are fresh printed. I just finished printing them. And I have heard people say, oh, there's this, it doesn't run at all if they leave it for like a week and then they tea stain the back and they have no problems. Well, I've tried that and it didn't work for me. So I don't know if it's weight of paper, type of paper. So what I did was, because like I said, these worked. I did 3 of them and none of them ran. This one ran a little here, but that's actually the ink itself, not the printer ink. I ink the edges and I use the archival. And it does react to tea. I've had this happen to me lots of times, and it's supposed to be waterproof, but it ain't tea proof apparently. Which is fine. I don't mind the bleed. It's fine. Anyway, I did do these 3 tags. So we're going to do a little experiment. What I did was I printed these ones out, and this is printed on a Michaels cardstock, the 60 weight, 65. I think it's 65, but it isn't 65. I can tell you that right now. It's thinner than my other cardstock, which is a 60 weight. So I don't know what's happening with the Michaels paper, but doesn't matter. I wanted to show you the difference. So this is done on the cardstock. I have not experimented with this one. I don't know what I'm going to get. And then I printed it out with my Red River. Now I wanted to show you. This is the Red River. And it is a 60-pound premium matte plus photo paper. So it's cardstock, but it's photo paper, and it's flippin' amazing. I love it. So here's the difference. That's the same image, you guys. Let me get up close for you. I'm just going to hold it because zooming is a pain. Okay, let's see if that will show the difference. Is that close enough? Seriously different. I don't know if it shows on camera because I can't tell, but this is super bright compared to this one. This still looks good, but definitely when you hold them side by side, that's when you really can compare. So this is what I had tea stained before, so I know what it will do, but I wanted to show you a couple different things. So first off, if I cut one of these out, and I'm just going to rough cut it, because you really don't want to watch me cutting, because that's super exciting. Okay, there's one. Now, I have a craft mat, which I recommend. You know, I should do a list of, video on a list of what I consider essential tools. This is one of them. I love this. I've tried different kinds. I've tried, people, oh, you just get the stuff that goes in the oven. Is it? No, sorry, it isn't as good. This is really, I'm not promoting Tim Holtz at all or Rangers, but I love this thing. It's amazing. Nothing sticks to it. It wipes up clean, and it is heat up to 500 degrees. So I can take this, which if you've got one like this, it is smoking hot. And you don't want to be doing that and holding it when there's paper under it. You know what I mean? So anyway, if I cut something out and I'm like, oh, bummer, I forgot to tea stain it, or I didn't print on it, or whatever the case may be, this is what I'll do, is I always have my handy dandy paper towel, and I put this on a piece of paper towel. This is the reason I do this. When you spray, it won't go everywhere. It will, if it's running off the edge, it will go sink into the paper towel. If you have it on your craft mat and it rolls off the edge, it's going to go underneath your image, and then it's going to make your image bleed. So that's the reason I do it this way. Now let me move my stuff because I don't want to spray all that as well. And I just use a tea mix that, yeah, it's been sitting a while. It doesn't have any mold in it or anything. If you leave it for a long, long time, yeah, you'll get mold. So use it up. Anyway, it's a fine mist that I try, and you do a full trigger spray, and that will give you a finer mist. I'm terrified I'm going to spray all over my stuff. I've got it everywhere, you guys. Okay, so I'm going back a bit from it, and I'm going to spray it. There you go. So you see how all of these big blobs on the outside, they would have rolled underneath my image if not for the paper towel. And then I'm going to make some noise and dry it real quick. Now this is the photo paper, and it takes the tea really fast. You do get a nice color right away. I'm not sure yet on the Michaels. We're going to experiment together on that one. Now, if you've done that and you're like, not dark enough, do it again. Okay, I won't dry it till it's crispy, but did not change my image whatsoever. And I got a really nice tea stain color. Let's put white up against that, and then you can see. Isn't that nice? It's beautiful, simple, and fast. So I'll let that dry on its own. Okay, so now having done all that, the smart thing would be when you've got a full sheet, spray it then. Then you don't have to worry about your edges because you got a big white border around them. So that's what we're going to do with this one. And actually I should cut one out so that I can experiment. Now what did I do with my scissors? Oh, there they are. And see if you'd get any kind of bleed. I just want to leave a border so that we can do the experiment on this one with a white border around it. Okay, so I'll set that one aside. This one I want to do right here like this. Now this is the Michaels cardstock. So you don't even really have to go all the way to the edge because you do have a white border. But doing it this way may eliminate the need for any paper towel on your craft mat. We'll see. Try and do the edges quick, you know, so that it doesn't have a chance to roll under. You can always dab it off a little if you find you're getting a little bit too much puddling here. Uh-oh. I moved it. Uh-oh. You can tell the one difference. Yes, I know I used a little bit more, but on the spots where I didn't, it's not drying as quick. Okay, so this section here, this soaked through, I can see that it did. So we'll flip it over and see what happened and if it did any kind of damage. So look at that. See, it helps having the border. I mean, you're not always going to have this big a border, obviously. You might have a ½ inch. Some of my printables are only ½ inch, but even still, I mean, that turned out great. It's not 100% dry, pretty close. So while it's warm, I'll, kind of rub it around to make sure that, I'm flattening it down. Or you can just stack some books on top of it. But so that worked good. So for those of you who are budget minded and you have a Michaels, this often goes on sale. They're pack of 50. In Canada, I want to say it's... when it goes on sale, I think it's $6 for the pack. Maybe it's 2 for $6. I know it goes on really, really cheap at times. And if not, you've got your 40% coupon every week. So, you can tell they're pretty good images. I mean, if I hadn't compared, you would say, wow, good image, right? But yeah, there is a difference. Now, the Red River paper, it is in... what can I say, 100? Yeah, 100 sheets. And what did I pay? I think it was $30, around 30, 32, something like that. And I get it shipped to, I have a box in the States, so my shipping is a lot less. If I had it shipped to Canada, they only do, I think it's FedEx, and it's like $20 or something to deliver that. Yeah, I'm not paying that, so... Not when I'm 15 minutes away. Anyway, okay, so as we're sitting here, this is what's happened. Now, this is photo paper, and my tea dripped on it. And it didn't bleed. So I'm guessing photo paper. Probably the way to go. Yeah, and that was on top of the image, not, of course, I printed on both sides, and it didn't, well, it's slightly discolored on this side. Just slightly. But it actually bled right through. So that's actually not too bad. I would never dip them. I know people do, but I wouldn't do it. Yeah, it takes me a long time to print stuff, so yeah, I'm going to use this. This is awesome. I actually like that. So anyway, let me know what you think if you found that helpful. I hope you did, and that you will experiment yourself and, maybe save yourself a little bit of ink by just printing out one side, and tea staining the rest. Might work for you on ephemera maybe, because you're not having to, I mean, if you've got 12 pages, I'm certainly not going to sit at my desk with my sprayer and tea stain 12 pages. It's not going to happen. But on ephemera, yeah, I have no problems with that because I do it as I need it. So it's not too bad. Anyway, have a great day, you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.